Hello, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika, and here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. So today, um, it is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And I just wanted to talk about being thankful. So this week I sort of just kind of wanted to get in the attitude of gratitude and just the topic altogether, just talking about gratitude and thankfulness, overall thankfulness. So I want to talk about being thankful for my magical life. And I think sometimes we're practicing, whatever it is we're practicing, whatever spiritual path you're on, or, witchcraft in general, however you practice. I don't assume everybody does the same thing as me. But if whatever you're doing, if you are affecting energy, you're wielding your magic, be thankful. Be grateful that you get to do that you get to go to Amazon.com and order your supplies or walk into a store. Hopefully you have more than one store to go to, where you can purchase your crystals and your magical supplies and all of that sort of stuff. Or you can go on Etsy, or you can, make a deal with somebody on Instagram. What a time to be alive, right? That we could do this. It's so simple and so easy. So I'm grateful for that. I'm super thankful for that. But I love that I get to be myself. I practice witchcraft. It's part of who I am. I don't hide it. I don't put it on display for discussion and for, others' judgment or their attention. I don't do that. But I do live my life in a way that is aligned with, who I innately believe I am. This is something I felt like I always was. It was just a way, I just needed to get to it. I had been practicing magic before I realized that's what I was doing. I was open to the tenets and principles that is witchcraft before I even understood to call it that. And this is going way back, way back. I just didn't have the language or the capacity to understand because I hadn't been exposed to that in the way that I am now. So I am super thankful for that. I just got my little list here. I am so thankful that I have a supportive family that supports me and the journey that I'm on as far as my spiritual path, which sort of invades other parts of my life anyway, because I typically don't make a move without somehow, my spirituality and all that being, it being integrated. If you're making a big purchase, if you're sick, if you're sad, if you're happy, if you're celebrating, you're going to a funeral, whatever the situation is, whatever it calls for, or whatever thing that is happening, there's typically some sort of magical working somehow wrapped up in it, or will be later after the event's already occurred. But I'm grateful I have the type of family who gets that, knows that about me, knows to come to me about if, the type of dream they had, or if they're dreaming certain things, or they're having a feeling, or some other thing is happening and it seems supernatural, or maybe they're not sure if it is, I found a feather, what does that mean? That sort of thing. So, I'm grateful that I have the type of family who is open and receptive. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for that. It would be difficult, and I really do feel for those who don't have that. Now, when I say my family, I mean my husband and my children. Outside of that, maybe there's others who are open. I don't know. Honestly, I don't give other people the room to weigh in on how they feel because I don't care. Either way, I don't care. And I don't say that to be mean or I don't care. I can't care. Because there's just no room right now. I'm just so filled with gratitude. How you feel about something I'm so enamored with and grateful for, it's really difficult for me to sort of make room for that, because what does it do for me either way? And you're not practicing and you have no interest. Like, I said what I said. I don't care. Anyway, I am thankful that my magic works. The spells, the effort, the energy, the money, resources that I put into magical workings work. That they're successful. I'm successful in pretty much all of my spells that I ever do, any charms, any sort of magical type workings. Yeah, they work. And I'm so grateful for that. And it's not that I had a stint of time where they didn't work. It's just that I've grown and things have gotten better. And without as much second guessing and doubt and just trusting and knowing, yeah, I'm at that part. So I feel great about that, and I'm very thankful. And I just want to say my lifestyle in general. I enjoy being able to have a YouTube channel talking about witchcraft. I have a blog at leaptaken.wordpress.com where I talk about Thursdays. I call Thursdays my magical days. Most of the blog is a little bit of lifestyle, but overall manifesting, law of attraction, basically that's a lot of what the articles and my posts will be about. But in between, I may get a little political. I like to keep it, big. Whatever I want. It's my blog. I can do what I want. Because more importantly, it's about taking leaps. Taking leaps, whether it's, wearing a new, eyeshadow or wearing a new lipstick or learning to put on eyelashes. And I have a post about that and a very funny picture of my attempt at doing that. Whether it's, understanding that Black women die of stress more than anything. And this is mostly, it's all mostly because of the lives, the paths they choose to continuously live. And it's like this cycle, and, we don't self-care, all that sort of stuff. I write about that. I'm grateful I get to do that. I'm grateful I get to also on my Thursday, my magical Thursdays, I write about more things in line of what I might talk about here. Still a very high level though, still very high level, but I do get down nitty gritty with some things. I even discuss candle magic a little bit on blogs. The point is, I like being able to do that. I like having my space there to keep things a little more high level for an audience who, more, like I said, lifestyle type blog about the leaps I take and suggesting that you take. And I like coming to Leap Taken here on the video, YouTube, and create videos where I can get a little bit more deeper down and dirty as far as witchcraft and, spells and, the holidays, the high holidays and all that sort of stuff. I enjoy having that. I love the fact that I'm able to be at home and I can focus on these things. I am super thankful for that because it makes me a stronger witch. It makes me more powerful. It makes me more knowledgeable. I can take time, blocks of time, and just study. Just take time and really study. Prime example, I have this book here, and this is old. I got this at Barnes & Noble. So there's a couple issues I'm having health-wise. I'm actually going for my physical next, in December, early December. So, oh, child, I don't like doctors, so that's what this is about. But in anticipation, I'm already getting ideas on just what I can do as far as this book is great, by the way, because they talk about natural healing using botanicals like different herbs, vegetables, all that sort of stuff. Tinctures, ointments, whatever it is, to like how to solve gout. I don't have gout, but high blood pressure, which is something, I don't have high blood pressure, like I need to take medication, but the last times I went to a different type of doctor, you go to like your annual exam, I didn't like what they said. It was higher than what it used to be, and then I had to go another time because I had an issue with a medication. And of course, on a visit, they take your blood pressure, and I was like, it's still hanging up there. So that kind of really, it wasn't, they didn't have to call that ambulance on me or anything and take me to the hospital. It wasn't high, but it was like right above what the normal's supposed to be. So I noticed that happened at two separate times, months apart. So I said, okay, Yeah, let's get this physical. Let's get it together. Let's look at, treatments, as far as how to get a handle on this. So some things I know, and, but other things I don't. So I take the time to research. And of course, I'll make it magical, because if I'm creating a certain drink, if I decide to fast, however, whatever it is I plan to do, I'll, of course, speak words of intent over it and align myself with the purpose of what it is I'm ultimately trying to do, as I enjoy the beverage. Let's say I make a smoothie or something like that. That will become a healing potion by the time I'm done with it. So I am thankful I get to do those things. I'm thankful I get the space and the time to think like that, and that's how I make magic in everything I do, by the way. I'm always thinking that way. So I live my life as a witch in the most practical sense, cottage witchery, if you will. I love that I can express myself. I am so thankful I can express myself without limits. I am gratefully married to someone who encourages the wildness, to come out and be more wild. He encourages that. And not just because not in the house, you can't be that way in public. No, he doesn't. No, he's not like that at all. So I am grateful that I have a counterpart that makes this even more possible, kind of, gas me up, to be a little more, more of who I am. It's not so much that he's asking me to change, but just more, do more, say more, live more. So I am thankful for all those things, and I just wanted to make a quick Thanksgiving video, always with a witchy component, and just to really express why I am thankful for my magical life. So hopefully you have some things that you can think of today and going forward, why you are also thankful for your magical life, and make a little list. I'm always going to tell you to write it in a journal. So write it down in your journal, your grimoire, your book of shadows. Make it a thing. The witchy reasons I'm grateful. Whatever it is, and just list those. And that's always cool to look back at the following year and say, oh, and look how you've grown. Look what else you're thankful for the following year. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. And if you have not subscribed, it'd be great if you go ahead and subscribe now. Thanks again. Have a great day.